Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you all the different ways you may need to cut garlic for a recipe. We have here chopped garlic, minced garlic, garlic that has been grated by hand with a heavy chef's or santoku knife with salt, and then this garlic has been grated on a microplane, which is much easier. And then I have some sliced garlic back here and whole cloves right there, just the simplest way. So let's get started. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to chop garlic, which is the same exact way that you're going to chop an onion. You're going to get a knife, whichever knife you're more comfortable with. I just have a small chef's knife right here. You want to make sure, like how we do with an onion, you're going to slice down in one direction, but since this is a garlic and it's not layered like an onion, I'm also going to do one cut through the middle, so I'll show you. So I'm just going to slice down. And because it's chopping, you don't need as many cuts. So I've cut twice one way and then I've bisected it. And then you're just gonna chop like that. And there you have it, chopped garlic. Chopped garlic. Now the next one is gonna be minced garlic, which is almost exactly the same as chopping it, except for you're gonna make more cuts all around. Cut down smaller slices while keeping it intact. Okay, so like that. You can see all the slices I've made. And then I also like to bisect it. So now you can see that I've made a layer that isn't normally in garlic. And then in the back end of my knife, I'm just going to cut down, but making much smaller, finer cuts. Alright, and if you find you have like a big chunk or something like that, just go back over with your knife in like a fan motion, like you're milling it. And there you go. Now we have minced garlic. It is just the basic sliced garlic. You're going to find a flat, stable area, and you're going to curve your fingers in so that your knuckles are there, so that you're not cutting off your nails into your food. And then I like to just make thin slices down. Now this isn't going to be as thin as they did in Goodfellas with the razor blade, but it'll do. And then that's sliced garlic. Show you how to make a garlic paste by hand, just in case you're starting out and you don't have a microplane or like a zester yet. So all you're going to need is a garlic clove, and I kept the skin on just to show you how to take it off as well. You're going to need a good heavy knife and a little bit of kosher salt to help break down the garlic to make it into a paste. That's going to be the abrasive that we're going to use, along with the pressure of the knife and the cutting board. And that's how. So I'm just going to take my knife, lay it on the back of the garlic like so. Then I'm going to take my other hand and smack. So it's going to look like that. And then if you wanted to, you can always peel your garlic this way. I know a lot of people just love doing this because you get to hit something and kind of releases some stress. I normally don't like doing it that way because I like to cut off the end and then I just peel the skin off, but it does come off easily. So then I just chop it up in a very rough chop. There's no rhyme or reason to this. Don't worry about it. You don't need to make it perfect. But you want to kind of get it as small as possible by chopping first, so that there's more surface area for the salt to get into and work. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna pile it all up, get it all off my knife and my fingers. And then I'm gonna add a pinch of coarse grain kosher salt. Okay, you don't want to use fine sea salt or anything like that. Just use you know, whatever you think is enough of an amount per your garlic of kosher salt, and it needs to be like coarse, because that's the abrasive, and that's gonna help us break down this garlic. And then you're just gonna smush. And you're gonna run the knife back and forth, like completely flat against the board, and you're gonna take these fingers and just guide it. And you're going to scrape it off the knife, and you're just going to keep repeating until you get the texture that you're looking for. And if at any time you don't hear the crunching of the salt, but it's not to the state of like paste that you want it to, you can always add just a little bit more salt. Just be careful when you're cooking, because the salt does stay in with the garlic, so you need to plan accordingly and adjust. But there you have it. In less than 2 minutes, you have a garlic paste. Now I'm going to show you the easiest way. If you have one of these, which is a microplane or a zester, whichever you want to call it, you're going to take just a peeled garlic clove, and you're just going to, I like to set it on the table, and then you're just going to grate your garlic. And this literally does all the work for you. See? Then you have garlic paste with no salt added if you're worried about salt. But you shouldn't, because salt is flavor and deliciousness. Those are all the ways that you can cut up garlic to use in any recipe. So we have from the microplane, we have by hand with salt and a knife, we have chopped garlic, minced garlic, and sliced garlic. So for something like this, I would put this in like a compound butter or in a marinara sauce. Any of these you can put in a marinara sauce. These you can use in like, all of these you can use in salad dressings, everything. It's so versatile. It just depends on the garlic flavor that you want. And if you want a stronger garlic flavor in a recipe, you're going to add it towards the end of cooking. And if you want a milder flavor, you're going to add it, in the beginning of the cooking. All right? I hope you guys like this and give it a try. Thank you.